It's almost unbelievable that Rachel Reeves, of all people, has the audacity to criticize anyone on economic policy, especially given her own track record, or should I say, lack of qualifications. Let's be real, she isn't even an economist. Yet here she is, calling out Nigel Farage on economic matters. But what's even more baffling is that her criticisms are crumbling under the weight of reality. In today's video, we'll break down Rachel Reeves' fatal mistake, one that's backfiring in spectacular fashion. If you haven't already heard, she recently took a swipe at Nigel Farage, claiming he has no idea when it comes to economic policy. In her words, she asked, "What's Nigel Farage's answer on the economy? How's he going to make working people better off? He hasn't got a clue." But let's take a closer look at this. Farage Reform UK Party is offering concrete economic solutions that would put more money into the pockets of everyday people. For example, their proposal to raise the income tax threshold isn't just some vague promise. It's a real strategy designed to give people more disposable income. The logic is simple. When people have more money to spend, it flows into sectors like hospitality, retail, and services. This stimulates economic growth. People spend, businesses grow, and the economy benefits as a whole. It's a win-win. Contrast that with what Rachel Reeves and Labour are offering. Their approach? More taxes. The irony is thick. They are pushing for tax hikes that, instead of generating more government revenue, could actually stifle economic activity. More taxes means less disposable income, which means less spending, which ultimately slows down the economy. So, is this really the solution we need? Let's talk about experience for a second. When you look at the Labour front bench, what do you see? A lot of people with little to no real-world business experience. Many of them come from universities or trade unions, but how many of them have actually run businesses, managed payrolls, or lived through financial struggles? Not many, I bet. Now, compare that with Reform UK. Their leadership is full of people who've actually built businesses, held real jobs, and in some cases, face financial hardship themselves. Take Lee Anderson. For example, he knows what it's like to live paycheck to paycheck. He understands the struggles of working-class families because he's lived them. And there's more. Labour's attacks on Reform UK aren't just about Conservatives anymore. They are targeting Reform UK because they see them as a real threat. Why? Because Reform UK is gaining traction and could make significant gains in the next general election. Labour knows that they could lose MPs to Reform UK, and they are scared. This is more than just political rivalry. It's about survival. The tide is turning, and voters are starting to notice. So, here's the thing. If you've been dismissing Reform UK as just another fringe movement, you might want to think again. The real shift is happening, and it's happening fast. This should be a wake-up call for anyone who believes Labour has all the answers. Their grip on the economy is slipping, and Reform UK is there to catch the wave. What do you think of Rachel Reeves' attack on Farage and the economic policies of Reform UK? Do you think Labour has what it takes to turn things around? Or is Reform UK the future of the working class in the UK? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear from you. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights.